3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Welcome to 321 Liftoff. I'm Wayne Belden, the president of Belden Communications, the publisher of the Space Coast Fun Guide and SpaceCoastFunGuide.com. We'll be bringing you 321 Liftoff each week, talking about tourism on Florida's fabulous Space Coast. With me is the host of 321 Liftoff, Bonnie King, former Deputy Director of the Space Coast Office of Tourism, as well as the past President of the Florida Film Commission. Bonnie, are we ready to blast off on 321 Liftoff?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Good morning.
Hey, this is another special event weekend here on Florida Space Coast because we have Thunder on the Beach. The powerboat races are here. Ready, set, race. That's the theme this weekend on the Space Coast. And already we've seen so many visitors that are coming into the area for this high-octane event that we're happy to have back after we didn't have it last year. And all getting ready to watch these powerful boats that just race by at speeds of over 125 miles an hour, even more. So 321 Liftoff, as you know, is brought to you in part by the Beachside Hotel and Suites on Cocoa Beach. And they're offering that free breakfast and that absolute favorite, which is one-of-a-kind lazy river that flows up and down the length of the hotel. And by Longboard's Restaurant and Tiki Bar, located at the Hilton Oceanfront on Cocoa Beach. And, of course, the Space Coast Fun Guide, where you will learn what there is to see and do on this fabulous area and where to do it. And joining me always is John Belden, the Vice President of Belden Communications, a man that loves power and speed and water.
You know it. Keep spreading the word of that, Bonnie. I appreciate it. And this weekend, the races include jet ski races, which will happen on Saturday.
That's something new.
It is. I mean, this is always a very exciting event, and now they're adding even more, which is
I know,
awesome.
but I'm a little, our wind. We've got a lot of wind this weekend, so that's going to add a little bit of excitement, I think.
Because it's a new element.
Yeah.
Exactly, another element. I'm going to have to get a jet ski and see if I can enter.
There you go.
Follow it on Sunday with the powerboat races, which is awesome. And Saturday night, actually, this will not be your average day at the beach because Vanilla Ice is going to perform at Lori Wilson Park.
Vanilla Ice.
I'm going to be there. I got
Ice,
VIP
baby.
tickets. Ice, baby. So this is going to be a great one. So strap in.
I love it. If you're planning to come over here to the Cocoa Beach this weekend to get in on all this action, you can check out the event details at thunderoncocobeach.com. And if you're coming into the area, we're hoping that you are going to be able to stay overnight, and you can stay at the Beachside Hotel and Suites. And as you all know, we've talked about Michelle Martindale, the sales director there, and talked about their $6 million renovation and how cool it looks. And it's right there by the beach, so you can actually, it's right in the where the Thunder races are going to go by. So you'll be able to walk out to the beach and see it.
It's a beautiful spot to go. They have an excellent view of the races. You can watch the races from the lazy river practically. And even if you're not staying at the hotel, you can actually come over. They do like these weekend passes. You can hang out at the lazy river. You can have the drinks there at the bar. And that place is, we talked about this. We're very happy to have them as a sponsor because I'm a family guy myself. And as a family, when you come into town, they're all inclusive. They'll bring you can have your bicycles, you can have your body boards, your boogie carts, everything to bring with you. So yes, come stay at Beachside Hotel and Suites. It's awesome.
Absolutely. And you can go to their website, which is the Beachside Hotel, CocoBeach.com, and you can get all the information on special rates and the special events that go on. Because as we know, she does a lot of charity events that happen right there at the hotel. So you can call Michelle Martindale over there at the Beachside Hotel and Suites. And so we're gearing up for a great weekend, and I know that our assistant right here, Mr. Wayne Belden, who also gears up for a powerful weekend. How you doing, Wayne?
Well, you could say I'm geared up, but for another reason.
For another reason.
Yeah, the expression, what happens on the Space Coast stays on the Space Coast, is one of the reasons we are here on location at the Fairvilla Boutique, an adult store for clothing and dancewear and very unique gifts.
Very unique
I've got my shopping bag.
I mean, we've been here looking around, and it is amazing what is offered here. It's a store of many hidden gems, I would say, for the playful adult, lingerie and massage products for health and wellness. And here to say today to discuss this extensive inventory that is here in this boutique is the manager of the store, Erica Ulrich, and her marketing director, Debra Peterson. So welcome you both. This is going to be an interesting conversation.
Absolutely.
This is a little bit different than what we do, but this is an adult play store.
Absolutely. And we're so glad you're here with us.
Oh, we love it. And come on, everybody comes to the Space Coast to play. So let's get into it, right?
Yeah, we're going to get into it a little bit more. But what's really interesting about this boutique is it's more. You've got not only the lingerie and clothing items, T-shirts, jewelry. So give us a little bit of history about the Fairvilla, and then we'll get into your history as well. So either one of you that would like to take this on.
Oh, sure. Yeah, let me give you a little background on Fairvilla.
This is Debra, by the way, who's
Debra.
speaking. Yeah.
And our flagship store is in Orlando. And what happened was our owner actually owned a cinema in the location. And but this was the early 90s. So they kind of saw how things were moving. They were going to VHS tapes and rentals and things like that. And so he kind of had the idea of, well, what if I took the concept of adult, storefront and turned it into a big box, well lit, inviting superstore, if you would, for adults to come in and browse and get educated and have fun,
Right.
have a really well lit, wonderful place to come for their intimacy needs. And true story is when they went to recreate this building as a storefront, he wanted to kind of model it after the Ron John store.
Really?
Yeah, the 2-story wooden deck kind of look. He loved it.
Wow.
And that's where our look to this day. It's been, touched up here and there a little bit, but still it has that wooden mezzanine on the upper level in our Orlando flagship store. So that's how we got our start. And that was in the early 90s. And by 1996, we actually started our location here. It was our second store. It was just down the road a little bit. And that was a massive.
That was a massive store.
14,000 square feet.
Wow.
I know. We had events there, too. You guys always do all the fun events.
Oh, huge events there. Lots of parties. We were engaged with our Chamber of Commerce even back then and hosting all kinds of fundraisers and parties. And all the local radio stations really supported us. And we're just continuing that tradition today. We decided that was a little too big. And since then, we have now moved over here where we are just a little further down, closer to the pier, right on A1A where we like to be. And Erica has really taken this store and just
great job.
It's amazing.
Let me ask you a question now. That building that you were in is no longer there anymore.
No.
Correct.
What kind of a building was that? Was that a tent?
I think it was. It was a museum at one time.
It was a museum, and then right before we took it over in 1996, it was a bar. It was a club.
Really?
And actually, our CEO now was one of the employees that actually took out the bar. I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
When they actually remodeled it, and he's now our CEO.
Yeah.
Oh, for heaven's sake! Small world.
They had the coolest Halloween parties there too, man. And that's where you go. You want the right costume, something that's going to stand out, be different. You come to Fairvilla.
And we still have customers that come here to the boutique, and they're like, "Oh, I missed your old store. I loved your old store." And they're like, "But you can hear everything that everyone said."
Right. I was going to mention that. That's very true. And here, I really like. This is such a clean look, and you're right. You're not going to hear what you're saying over there in that corner. You're not going to hear this. And so speaking of that, though, let's talk about, too, education. Because I was looking at your website, fairvilla.com, and you have education seminars.
That's the coolest thing.
I mean, really, explain that.
Well, what we wanted to do is really give back to our customers even more than we do physically on the sales floor, is educate them more about topics that are a little taboo for them. Maybe they're interested in a new topic, or maybe they just want to get into something with their partner and they're a little bit shy about it, not necessarily sure where to start. So we opened it up to discussing all of these different topics. And we used to have them, well, before COVID, of course, we had them physically in store where we would serve wine and, some hors d'oeuvres. And it was a really great, intimate situation. And our in-house educators are absolutely amazing. We have Debbie, we have Angelique and John Luna, and they're absolutely amazing, amazing educators for our customers. So now, due to COVID, we moved everything online. So now our customers can
do it in the privacy of their own home.
They say necessity is the mother of invention. That's what's such a great idea, though, because you got a lot of people that even though they do everything professionally and do it right, they still may be uncomfortable. Now now is from the comfort of their own home.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's 202021 right there. If I've ever seen
we
it.
actually promote it to our customers as, hey, have a sexy date night in.
Right. Right. That's it.
I like that.
Yep.
Also, we were talking before, you were talking about the costumes and things of that nature, but really when Halloween rolls around, I mean, and when I say costumes, I mean, you have it for men, for women. I mean, you've got a really good variety of different looks here. So, I mean, talk about the different things that you do have here.
We have, well, since we've downsized, we have moved here at the boutique more to pieces and parts for our customers to create their own looks when it comes to hats and different jewelries and different things like that. We do offer some bagged costumes for our customers, but it's more or less being unique and being your own individual. And there's so many things out there that inspire you. Have all of these online channels and social media channels where people are getting ideas to do cosplay and create their own unique look. And we want to make sure that we offer that to our customers. Now, our Orlando store, which Debra mentioned earlier, is our huge flagship store that offers more of those bagged costumes in addition to creating your own unique look.
So we were talking too, because I remember when you had the other store and the big, massive store that had all the videos and things, which you do not have anymore because of, it's 2021 and videos and have gone the way. It's all on internet, things of that nature. So you've really downsized from that. But how in the world in the store in Orlando, it's still the big store, right?
Yes.
Wow. I'm just trying to figure that out.
Man,
What's
it's a big
really
market.
It is a big market.
What's really interesting about the Orlando store is, as time has moved on, the area of video has shrunk.
Right.
We still do have, that is really the last store that we do have a selection of video. We have what I would say legacy customers too that come in and still, shop for that product. But we've expanded into so much more merchandise, for the bachelor and bachelorette sections, and parties and games and gifts, as you said, unique gifts, massagers, intimacy and wellness areas, and our apparel has really expanded. So, it's just slowly kind of shrunk away, but we have found other things to fill
others
space
to take
with.
the space. And the other thing is, girls' night out. I mean, come on, girls' night out. I've come in here with girls' night out, and we have come in here and we have people who are getting ready to get married, and this is a great place to buy all the little gifts that we do when we do the little bachelorette party.
And husbands like myself will be more appreciative of girls' night out when they're married. For sure.
And that's a lot of fun. And I have to say, you guys make it fun and make it easy and make it interesting. But I think girls' night out, because we don't want to go in by ourselves. But when you go in with your friends or whatever, then you can giggle and laugh and have a good time. So
I think your store in Orlando now is that, listening to your description, that must be huge. So is it 2 floors?
It is 2 floors. We've been able to kind of take as much space as we can out of offices and things like that and opened it up to about 12,000 square feet, I guess now, give or
still
take.
big,
It's really big. But again,
Wow.
it serves a very large population. We're sitting just a couple miles from downtown Orlando. So it's always busy. We don't stay open 24 hours. We feel like we would like to have that downtime.
Right.
And we've just been extremely successful. But we really attribute that to becoming part of our communities and being active in them, giving back to our communities, as Erica had mentioned earlier.
I know. Let's talk about that because you do give back. And I know I'm very good friends, too, with Teresa Clifton over at the Brevard Humane Society. And you have done Puppy Hour.
Yes.
And so that you bring little puppies in and you guys raise money for the Humane Society, which is very good. But those things that you do for the community, are so important.
Yes, absolutely. I love Teresa as well, and I love the Brevard Humane Society. We give back every year for them and to them, and I will say that we've actually had puppies adopted during our events too.
That's so
which
great.
is such a great, it made me feel so good when that happened.
Right. That's it.
We love it. I'm trying to think what else there's going on.
Well, I got to tell you, I know we keep talking about Orlando, but the thing I love about the here in Cape Canaveral and over here on the Space Coast, first off, you got a very good for the tourists that come here, right here on the beach, right?
Yes.
You don't need to go all the way to Orlando. You're already over here on the beach. It's only minutes from any hotel, walking distance even. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is somebody like myself, where I'm not like the biggest shopper. What I mean by that is when I go in, I know right where I'm going. And if I go into sometimes a very massive place, it can almost intimidate me.
Right.
I like this where it feels comfortable. You can go and take your time, and you have such a wide selection of everything in here. So definitely, when you're here on the Space Coast, this is something that you got to come in and check out. And look, we love to play on the Space Coast. We're all here. Have some fun. You know
But not only that, I mean, when you're on vacation, let's face it,
Absolutely.
when you're
Oh,
on
absolutely.
vacation and you're away from your regular place of activity,
Right.
it's nice to have different places and different looks. And this is the perfect place to come in and play with your imagination.
You can step out and really be yourself.
That's right, and it's
without getting
unique.
judged.
Yeah, and just
Right.
like Wayne said, whatever you do on the Space Coast stays on the Space Coast.
And
So.
Right.
And if you want unique gifts, this is where you come. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I'm sorry, these shoes here are incredible, and they got some of the outfits in here. I mean, again, you definitely got to come in here and check it out, whether it be lingerie, massages,
We're
whatever.
on video, so maybe behind us, our viewers can see some of the things that are in the store.
Beautiful,
sure.
beautiful outfits and bikinis too.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, let's not forget that too. You got awesome bikinis because I know out there it's always one upping your girlfriend or whatever. You always want to make sure you got the best style and you got to make sure you get all the attention.
And
Trust me, come here, you'll get the attention.
what's really important, excuse me for stepping on you, son, what's really important is I noticed in looking at some of this apparel, it's not only for the most perfectly shaped girls, but I see full-bodied.
Which are perfect too.
Did I use the
Absolutely.
right term for that?
You actually
Yes,
did.
yeah.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Yes, we have something for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, for everybody. That's good.
Yeah, so don't restrict yourself, ladies. Come on in here. We've got everything for everybody.
And I gotta say, not just because you're sitting here either, you also make it a very comfortable environment too. And that's something that, again, somebody that maybe doesn't step out of their comfort zone so often, come in here, man. It's a great place, and you'll learn a thing or two, and you got friends in here that can help you.
Now, I'm looking across the room in the store here, and I see something that says, and I have to ask, I'm maybe getting myself in trouble, what is the Liberator Lounge?
I had a feeling you were going to ask that. I could see you looking over there. Liberator is a company that makes position furniture.
Gotcha.
And it's really discreet, actually, pillows and furniture, and it's something you could actually have in your bedroom. There's almost like a chaise lounge. Really, really nicely made. It's made in the United States. They actually have their factory is in Atlanta. Been to the factory before. And so we call it the lounge just because it kind of gives people a clue and draws them in.
Right.
But yeah, we have pieces out on display, and then we have pieces in the box ready to go home with you.
And as we talk about it, Phil, our producer, is holding the camera
Taking
He's ordering a
so
piece
that
right
people
now.
can see it. Yeah. Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, you want to be comfortable. Absolutely.
So what's the background of you ladies? Like, you have been here how long with this company?
Well, this is Erica. I have been here since 2008, and I actually started as an intern.
Okay.
There you go.
Yes, I actually was going to school for fashion design and merchandising, and
See?
I needed an internship to actually get my bachelor's degree. So I called up Fairvilla, and I said, hey, I need an internship to complete my bachelor's. And they said, come on in. So I actually interviewed with Debra.
Wow.
And she hired me. And then I was the apparel buyer's assistant for a while until I became the apparel buyer for all of our locations. And then in 2016, I took over the Cape Canaveral store in addition to buying apparel.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
So you're the one who has all the fashion eye for all this
She
stuff.
does.
Good job.
So thank you for all the wonderful comments on the apparel.
Really, really.
Awesome.
And how about you, Debra?
Well, I actually have a background in public relations, advertising, and marketing, and I came to the company in 1995.
Wow.
Yeah. I actually knew the owners, and they came to me, and their goal was to make sure that their stores were accessible to everyone and to really attract women, couples. Anybody should be able to walk into Fairvilla and feel right at home. So I came in doing marketing and working with that goal in mind, and then a few years back actually switched over into purchasing, and had done that for a period of time too. And I still mentor purchasing. I've purchased the massagers and intimacy items here in the store, and it's been a wonderful, very full experience and a career.
I can just imagine, because in every trade, there's always those trade shows that you go to find new products.
Oh, yes.
That must be a very fun trade show to go to and
you
to
need an assistant
attend.
for that. You let me know, because I'm always want to know
It's
the
funny
newest
how
trend.
we get volunteers for that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really much so. Yeah.
Well, John's
It's
very
definitely
good that way.
That's it. I'm a helper. I'm a helper. So yeah. So you go all over the where do you go for something like that?
Well, it's been definitely a perk for us, and we traveled to Las Vegas, to California,
Wow.
to New Orleans, and 2019, Debra and I went to London.
Oh, very nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got to say, that's probably a highlight. That
Yes.
doesn't happen all the time. But
No.
yeah, we have gone all over the U.S. Trade shows typically happen in California, but they can appear anywhere. I mean, we go to Halloween shows where we see costuming. And then
Yeah.
we do go to novelty expos where we get to see all the massagers and intimacy devices and oils, lotions, all the things. So-
Right.
And those are fun. And honestly, this industry has really expanded and become a huge professional industry.
Yes.
But we're all very tight knit, and we're really I don't know. It's such a family experience working in this industry, and extremely supportive to each other.
And it's not what you would say, because some people, when they think of adult play stores or they think of porn and things like this, is totally not that at all.
No, it's classy.
This is
very
retail.
classy, very retail, very professional, very impressive, I have to say. And it's a whole other market that maybe people have been, kind of shy of coming into or whatever. So hopefully this can open up a door and let people be aware that, hey, there's more. Let your imagination go
Bonnie,
wild.
You're so right, because I'm sitting here thinking life is not so serious.
Right.
And right now, especially, we've got a lot of people that are very uptight, and I think that they need to relax a little bit, have some fun. And this is, honestly, this is the type of thing that you and your partner, whatever that may be, you come in and again, you guys bringing things in from all over the world.
Absolutely.
So somebody that maybe doesn't travel so much, doesn't matter. They've done the traveling for you.
Right.
And again, it's definitely something that you got to come in and just liberate. And go to the Liberator Lounge. I like that.
And absolutely, and in talking with you, Debra, you had said that our tourism has now spiked. We're almost getting back to normal times, but that your business is really going strong. And so that's another good avenue. We look at the economy for the Space Coast, and tourism is a big area for us. And now with we have rocket launches going up like crazy. We got planned for 43 to 45 of those launches to go this year, and which of course, if you're here at the store, you can just walk out the front door and you see it, lift off.
Right.
So
We feel them.
yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah. We've talked about that a lot. That people just love that experience. And of course, you are right across from the beach too. The beach is right across the street. And of course, we talked about this weekend with the special events that we're going on with the Thunderboat races.
Oh yeah.
So you can come here to Fairvilla, and then you can either just go across the street and you can see the boat races as well. And speaking of wine and cheese, I'm really looking forward to you having another event like that. I know we came to one a long time ago with my girlfriends, and that was a very cool event. And we also want to bring up the fact that you can go have wine and cheese at the great bar that's located at Longboards.
Yep,
Longboards Tiki.
Beach Grill.
Oh,
Yep.
Yes, it is. The
There
Beach
we
Grill
go.
located at the Hilton Oceanfront in Cocoa Beach, which is just down the street from you. And Longboards has not only great drinks or whatever, but a great ambiance with great seating area, a giant tiki bar that you can sit at, and not only food and drink, but the great ambiance of at night they turn on the fire pits, and you can just sit around, have a glass, and really enjoy the ambiance of the area.
And there again, open to the public, and they got great beach access, a beautiful walkway right to
Yes.
the beach. There's actually a second tiki out there when you get out there.
Right.
But what a great way! You're on the beach and you spend out the time in the sun. And somebody fair like myself, quite quickly, I get my fair share of the sun. But now when you come back, you got this huge, beautiful tiki right there with the bar, the drinks. You're here on the Space Coast. It's like I don't need to go anywhere else.
Well, as you know, I love those tiki huts.
Absolutely.
I love them.
Absolutely.
And this one is a fabulous one.
Yep.
But it kind of gets you in a mood to come into a store like this.
Absolutely, man. You have I'll have a nice drink over there at Longboards Tiki Beach Grill. Their food is amazing, and then you're relaxed and like, all right, where's my next adventure? Fairvilla Boutique is only a few minutes away.
It's such a perfect date night too.
It really
It
is,
is.
right?
You go have some fun, some food, some drinks at the beach, and then you kind of wrap up your evening here, and then you're head home or to your hotel, and
Yep.
And
what a
yes.
wonderful experience.
And possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
Yes, they
You
are.
always say serving how many happy customers. I mean, they're very happy when they leave. So
That's
it's
right.
It's great.
And so you can go to their website and check it out too at longboardstiki.com. And it's a great website as well because it's got some great pictures to kind of show you what it looks like. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful deck, beautiful bar, great food, great drink, great friends.
Great
So
everything.
We're going to be there.
we're going to be there next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next Friday at 1:00, we're doing our live promotion, live podcast there. Come on out. I know that a lot of you, we get your requests every day from all over the country. Quick plug real quick, spacecoastfunguide.com. Go on the website. You can plan your trip. You can plan your coming into Fairvilla Boutique. We got coupon right there on our website. You can find the hotels that you're going to stay at, and absolutely, it's a great selection of everything you need. Not to mention of websites again, because we have so many people that are listening from out of state that are coming here. But even when you're out of state, go to Fairvilla's website because again, you guys have events and seminars right there on the website from the comfort of your home.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I
awesome.
was checking it out. It's a very good website. Fairvilla.com. You list a lot of neat things and the events that you list and the education. I really, really got into the education, the seminars that you have listed. Very, very interesting. And I think people will really like
I
that.
know I tried calling your phone for like 2 hours. You must have really into it.
You're so bad. You're so bad. So tell us, Debra, and what's the hours that you have here? And
I'll let Erica,
Okay.
because all our stores do run different hours depending on their community and the traffic and what that would dictate.
Yes, our hours here at the boutique are a Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and then Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. till midnight.
very
Awesome.
good. I like that.
Let me ask you a question. How, obviously, the cruise industry must be good customers of yours?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
yeah.
We actually have customers that are, employees of the ships, and then they get
Right.
off the ship and they come in. They're like, "Okay, I need to stock up," and then they get back
Oh,
on
I
their
love
ship,
it.
and then we see them, a month later, or once a month, or once.
Do you
every
get
couple
many
weeks.
tourists?
Yes, absolutely.
I'd imagine they get a ton of pre-cruise, post-cruise, and then the port of calls. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
What the heck? They're coming
Yeah,
in.
so we're really looking forward
Yeah.
to those cruise ships coming back,
So are
which
we.
Yes.
hopefully we're going to see maybe starting in July.
Yeah, I'm hearing talks of it.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was that was telling me, but I think it was Royal that's starting to train employees and all that.
Yep.
So finally,
Maybe that's what because that big ship that's in there now
Yes.
that we've never seen before, and it's a big one
yeah,
too.
that's a Royal one of the Royals.
It's sitting
yeah.
there. Maybe they're training people now.
Well, not only that, but I think they're also vaccinating. They're due with the crew, so
Yeah.
they're just gearing up and they're getting ready for
Get your shots.
yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly, getting ready for another time that we can have the cruise ships come back.
Yeah.
Really, we miss it. We also, as we say here on the Space Coast, we're located only for like 45 minutes away from the Orlando area. We are the closest beaches to the Orlando area. We love for people to come here to the Space Coast, stay at our hotels, enjoy our beach. And then if you want to go to the attractions in Orlando, it's just a short ride away, just down the beach line. Or if you're down in the Melbourne area, down 192, it's just a short way away. And you can arrive at our wonderful airport.
Oh, with a great tiki hut bar in it.
Yes,
I love
yes.
that bar.
He loves
really
those.
does,
He loves
man.
those tiki
He
bars.
does.
You
And-
walk off the plane and that tunnel thing,
Right.
And you walk off,
Tunnel
and,
thing.
and you're directly looking at a tiki hut bar, and you know your vacation has started.
That's a
That's
great
right.
way to start a vacation,
Isn't it?
right? It is.
Wow.
And we'll just shuttle people right here from there. We got to kick it off to the right way, right? So
I love it.
is-
I love it.
Yep.
So let's see. What was the question that we asked this week
So actually,
to our people that are listening?
we asked coincidentally because we do random questions each week. This week happened to be about shopping. What were the favorite spots to shop when you're here on the Space Coast? And we got multiple answers. Yes, we actually had what's the Jasper Summers said Fairvilla Boutique. So absolutely, we got to get
Yay,
Fairvilla in
Jasper.
there. We
Yay,
had
Jasper.
Beachwave Beachwear said Jessica Allred. We had Titus Landing, Merritt Square Mall. There are a ton of places here on the Space Coast to shop. And so again, that's another great thing is that when they come here, they want great food. They want great experiences, and then they want unique items and unique gifts. And so we have a lot of shopping opportunities here on the Space Coast. And again, the Merritt Square Mall is a fantastic place. All these places we mentioned. And again, Fairvilla, this is one of those that's definitely not like everything else, but it's something for everybody. That's the cool thing,
Yes.
right.
Yep.
Yes, it is. And we're glad that you guys are able to take the time to be with us. And we want to be invited to the next time you guys have like a special event or
Yes.
whatever,
Yeah,
because
that'd be great.
You
Yes.
are
Do it
definitely
live.
definitely going to be
that'd be great.
invited.
I mean,
Yeah,
I can just see it.
absolutely.
And I think, John, we've mentioned before that usually every place that we go on location, we usually buy something before we leave. And
I'm placing my orders now.
he's placing his order. I know that he saw some cool stuff. And so did Phil. I'm going to look at our engineer and go, oh, yeah.
Get ready, ladies.
Our big producer's
All right.
saying, yeah, man, I got something for my wife.
I'm
It's going to be good.
I'm not going to get it. I'm going to wait and bring her in here.
There you go.
And he's
There
a
you go.
shopper too, so you just lock him in once he gets in here. They'll do some shopping.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about this weekend. So we have Thunder on the Beach this weekend, which again, I just mentioned, we're already seeing a lot of people coming in for that. There's a lot of events that go on with it as well. I know tonight there's a big party down in downtown Cocoa Beach called Friday Fest. They have a parade of the boats that go in. The boats will be on there so that you can actually, view them and see them and talk to the drivers. And then
Very cool.
there's a big party over there at Coconuts. And so I know that a lot of people are coming in for that. I, for one, will be there tonight. And so we just, when they come in, please, come in and enjoy it. There's still time. You can go to their websites and get some tickets to watch some VIP sites. But even no matter where you are on Cocoa Beach and that, between Coconuts and the pier, you're going to be able to see the boat races.
Yeah, and I got to give a quick plug. So Beach Wave Beachwear is one of the big sponsors this year of Thunder and Cocoa Beach.
Great.
And there is a ticket called the VIP Experience, which is fantastic. And actually, you're one of very few at the end of the concert to get on stage with Vanilla Ice. So they're doing a giveaway contest that actually ends today at 5 o'clock. So if you're listening, get on Facebook, get on their page, Beach Wave Beachwear, register for this contest. All you got to do is take a picture of your favorite merchandise, like, share, comment. You read it, you can read. But this is going to be a fantastic concert. I'm going actually to the concert on Saturday. Vanilla Ice, we played Ice Ice Baby on the opening song of our reception for a wedding. So
Did you? Oh, you need to let him know that.
absolutely. So when I get out there, I'll sing it for him. I said, take a seat. I got this.
Yeah, well, speaking of Vanilla Ice, he had a TV show. I don't know if anybody
Yes,
saw
yes.
the TV show where he built the house down in Melbourne.
Yes.
And the whole season, which was season 7 of his show, was all on the Space Coast and about building that house. So, we have a nice little relationship with Vanilla Ice. So we're glad he's coming back and doing his Ice Ice Baby.
It's going to be a great weekend.
Yes, it is.
Action-packed.
And also coming up, I just want to mention, because we have a lot of people who are interested in theater. We have right now through June 27th is Harvey, the theater production that's at the Melbourne Civic Center, and also Hot Pink.
Oh, man.
We love Hot Pink, which is the local band, but Hot Pink is doing the music of Elton John tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Nice.
And boy, I tell you, get your tickets for that because they are fantastic. I'm
really
going
are.
tomorrow night. It's going to be a great show. They are fabulous. So if you ever have the opportunity to see Hot Pink, I tell you, you really need to do that.
That's one of the things the locals love. You always talk about what do the locals do?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I myself, I've lived in this area for quite a while, and I hadn't really heard of them because I've got little kids and don't get to go out to some of these concerts. And the first time I heard them, I said, well, now I know. They are fantastic. And if they're doing, you said they're doing
Elton John.
They are doing Elton John. They'll knock it out the park.
Yeah, it's
So
going to be great tonight. I
that's
think
the
when I
concert
go, I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
wear my big sunglasses,
There you go.
Yeah, so it's going to be good. So listen, again, thank you both for being here and for, educating us about what Fairvilla is around and educating our listeners. And if anybody has any questions about that, they can, of course, write into us and let us know at info@spacecoastfunguide.com.
That's right.
And so let's talk about next week. So next week we are going to be on location at 1 o'clock. We're going to be over at the Longboards Beach Grill.
Tiki Beach Grill,
Tiki
that's
Bear.
right.
Yes, it's going to be great. And we're going to have Debra Green, who is the manager of the hotel there, because it's located at the Hilton Oceanfront in Cocoa Beach. So Debra will be there to talk about tourism on the Space Coast and what's happening. And then we have the food and beverage director, which is Frances Ramirez, and she's going to talk to us about all the neat food and drink that they've got planned for that.
Yep.
And also, we have a visitor that's going to come see John Hughes, who is the executive director of the Florida Surf Museum, which is located next door to Ron John Surf Shop. But because surfing is so big, even right behind the Hilton, it'd be a great conversation to bring in what's happening with surfing. And so John will be there to talk with us about that as well.
It'll be a fun time.
Should be a lot of fun. Yeah.
It will be. And plus, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the lunch crowd's going to be there.
And the bar will be open,
And
which
the-
I love.
Yeah. You're so bad, John. You're so bad.
We're going to
So-
have a crowd.
That's it.
It's going to be good. So we hope that you join us and send in, send in any questions that you have. And I know that our social media people put out questions questions on the website, and then we read them back when we come back and do a live
And we'd love
performance.
to have you as our guest to come down.
Yeah. If you guys
Have
are
some fun
for
with us.
lunch,
Sounds
come on
awesome.
down, you know.
I think I have an excuse now. I'm
There you
gonna have
go.
to come over.
If you
There
have
you go.
something you want to give away, we're happy to do that
That's
for
right.
you.
Of course.
Oh yeah,
right.
absolutely.
And I'd love if the listeners, I'm curious as what their favorite drink is when they go to a bar of their choice or the Longboards Tiki Beach Grill. What's their, because there's all these custom drinks that sometimes not on the menu, but they have these different unique names.
That's true.
And it's kind of like if you go to a certain you make them up, you make your own. So I'm curious what maybe the favorite drink is. Like Bonnie, do you have one? I know you're a wine.
I like the Kahlua and cream.
Kahlua
I'm a
and
big
cream.
Kahlua and cream person. Yeah, I
Okay.
love that. Besides my wine, but Kahlua and cream. Yeah,
Well, me and the captain make it happen is what they say. Captain and Coke.
there you go.
So I'm not nothing too outside the box, but
Yes.
on the Space Coast, you got to have, especially when we have beautiful weather right now, by the way.
Yes, we do.
Beautiful
And the
weather.
wind has slowed down. It's not as
Yes.
bad as it has been the last couple of days. So I'm just hoping that wind kind of stays normal. So, because when those thunderbolt races start, I want it to be safe.
Right.
And, but also it's very thrilling when you see them pounding those waves and doing their thing. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Yep.
We hope to see everybody here. We hope to see you next week. Send in your questions. Let us know what's happening. And we're here for you on Florida Space Coast. So we'll see you next week.
That's a wrap.